Department, SVC, Bangalore. Table of content. Explanation of Newmark's content. Influence chart. Constructions and applications. What is Newmark's influence chart? Newmark's influence chart is an illustration used to determine the vertical pressure at any point below a uniform loaded flexible area of soil of any shape. This method, like others, was derived by integration of Bojanic equation for a point load. An explanation. Newmark's chart is a graphical representation of bosonic theory. Newmark developed a graphical procedure for determining the vertical stress below the uniform loaded area. The chart developed by Newmark is also called as influence chart. Based on bosonic equation, which express vertical stress underneath the center of circular area loaded with a uniformly distributed load. Newmark developed influence charts to compute the vertical stress and as well the horizontal stress and shear stress due to loaded area of any shape, irregular or geometric, below any point either outside or inside of the loaded area. Write the Bosonic equation of find vertical stress at a point 0 and directly below the center of the loaded area at a depth of z as follows. Here Q is the surface of contact pressure and R is the referred radius of the Newmark and construction. Newmark's influence chart is constructed by constructing a concentric circle when the circles are equally by drawing radially lines which are equally spaced. The radius of circle is r by z values. This method is used to compute the vertical and horizontal stresses of any shape, irregular geometry below any point outside or inside. The chart as shown in the above figure essentially consists of n number of radial lines of m number of concentric circles, and to find the vertical stresses at any point below or outside the loaded area, plan the loaded area is drawn such as depth z at which stretch is being computed equals the length of AB as shown. Newmark method. Rho z Q naught In. U naught is uniform load. I is influence factor. N is number of blocks. Further, the plan is placed over influence chart such that the point below which stress is required coincides with the center of chart. Then count the number of influence area covered by the plan. And Newmark influence chart is used to determine the vertical pressure underside of uniformly loaded and the flexible areas at any shape of the soil. And this method is derived from the Bosonic equation of a point load by integration and its applications. Z is the depth below to uniform loaded area where increasing stresses is obtained. Second point, today call length of a chart B, plot the top view of overplan for the loaded area of the corresponding scale. Newmark influence chart Place over the point where the stresses is determined by locating the center of the chart. And third point, count the number of elements and the portion of the chart enclosed by the plan of the loaded area. And last point, the numerous influence chart is an illustration used to determine the vertical pressure at any point below a uniform loaded flexible area of soil of any shape. This method, like others, was derived by integration of bosonic equation of the point load. It is information about the explanation of Newmark's influence chart construction and its applications. So thank you so much.